Hello everybody and welcome to this playthrough for Expert and Division with the tournament win for the qualifying round. The reason I'm doing a playthrough here in the middle of the tournament, it's because we have noticed once started to play the holes that a couple of holes has changed in terms of their design compared to what it was the last time we played the TPC Sawgrass. This is not something that has been informed to the community at all, so it's just an unfortunate thing, but it's also the reason to why I do this video. You can use this video even if you do play Expert outside the qualifying round, such as the opening round or the weekend round, and you can also use it if you're playing Pro Division because you play from the same tee. So you can use these replays here that will be as a reference for you. The replays comes from our team. Grant and Paul has done an amazing job creating high quality content for each and every one of you to be able to drop some shots, or at least not making mistakes. But before we take a closer look at all the replays here, make sure that you do hit the thumbs up button on the video, also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. For those of you that do want to have an advantage over your opponent, scan the QR code here on the screen or go directly to patreon.com/golfclashtommy and sign up for our premium guides. You have the info box on the right hand side, that side, which you can use to follow along in this playthrough, where I will list the club and the ball that is suggested, and also what club distance and elevation we do suggest to play with. In the end though, let me know in the comment section below if you do have any questions. You can always email us at support@golfclashtommy.com if you do have any questions there too. Let's go to hole number one. For hole number one, this is a play where we are pushing hard to get close to the green for a simple wedge. So starting at P5 max rest, and it's going to be yellow ring by the rough line with a POC 8. A POC 7 will have 10% overlapping, and a POC 5 and 6 will have 20% overlapping. 5.5 topspin, 2 right spin. Adjust is going to be max plus 20 P0. And once that is done, it shall then be a max overpower together with 2 balls of right curl. Perfect ball it is, and we will then have a nice little bounce on the fairway, and then the ball will roll very close to the green. And from here we do have a wedge that you can decide to play. Either you play this one with no spin, or you play this one with max top spin, and that goes for the max top spin goes for those that do have Endbringer level 7 or Endbringer level 8. If you do not have any of those clubs, then you will have to play the no spin. The no spin has plus 20 elevation, P5 numbers, with the standard EB school method, and when it comes to the max topspin is minus 35% elevation, P4 numbers. A perfect ball here will give us, I would say, more or less all the time, a simple eagle. For hole number 2, this is our win 5 ball option. As always in the guide, we do have a free to play ball option as well for those that do prefer that. P3 min line, yellow ring by the rough line, packed grizzly to make sure that you find the min line easier. 2.2 backspin and 3 right spin. Ball guideline will then be approximately 1.5 green square short of the hole. Adjust is going to be 1 to 1 plus 0.3, and then we shall apply just before circle drop overpower. Make sure to not forget the overpower, because that will otherwise make the ball go very short. So adjustment is done. Perfect ball it is, and it will then bounce on the fairway up onto the green, rolling down right, dropping nicely for an hole-in-one. Hole number 3. Here with free to play, this is going to be a very difficult drop. To be able to get a drop here, we're gonna have to make it over on the other side of the water. And that's going to be very complicated, to say at least. We do have an option in the guide, for those that do have the guide, that is with a topspin boost ball that makes it over to the right, and we're playing with a short iron from there. But again, you have to have a topspin boost ball, otherwise that's not going to be possible. We are starting at top of plus 10, white ring by the rough line with our Apok 8. Apok 7 has 50% of the white into rough. Apok 5 clear by rough line. 2.5 top spin, 3 right spin, max plus 20, P0. And then we do outside ball, right curl with just before circle drop. We're then looking to come down as close to the rough line to the right without risking rolling into the rough. So in the end though, as we are not really going for the albatross here, you could, if you have a tendency to hit a lot of great rights, remove a little bit of the curl to make it safer for great right too. Second shot, we are using our Cataclysm level 4+. We are then gonna go with 3 left spin and 3 back spin. We're looking to use the fairway to the right of the rough there, having the tip of the ball guideline to point. Third bounce just before fringe, level with right edge of the green. That's a better way to explain it. Adjust is going to be 90% slider with a 20% elevation, P0 numbers. Once adjusted, we will be using left curl, because otherwise we will be miles right of the hole. So we do 0.8 ball of left curl with just before circle drop. Perfect ball, gonna bounce on the fairway, come into the green, and obviously dropping an albatross here is going to be hard to be doing, but we will always be around the hole, and there will definitely be some lucky albas with this second shot. For hole number 4, we are going to play ourselves down for a thorn towards the pin. We're starting with the quarterback at P3 max stretch, a red ring to be by the rough line. Then we are switching to a pock and thorn bag, 3 right spin and 5.8 top spin. Then we shall adjust max plus 20 P0. Once adjusted, we are doing max overpower with a slow needle together with outside wall right curl. We do recommend to stay with a P3 ball all the way here. This as we are looking to do rings from min on the approach. We're getting to around 360 yards. On the second shot, like I said, we are playing rings from min. And here we are gonna use 2 different types of elevation. And the elevation difference is gonna be due to the differences in the wind resistance of our ball. If we do play with wind 3 ball, we're playing rings from min plus 40% elevation, P3 numbers. And if we play with a wind 4 ball, we play rings from min with plus 30% elevation, P3 numbers. We're looking to push up to have the tip of the ball guideline to the right edge of the hole. And the beauty with the thorn here is that every ring that we push up equals 1% slider. So if you're pushing up 10 rings, that's going to be 10% slider together then with the elevation and the Powerball number. And also to recommend, you can print out your own rings from min charts on our website, so go to golfclashtommy.com and check it out there. Take your game to the next level with the first 18-hole tournament of the new season. This is the Players Championship coming up in Golf Clash with the TPC Sawgrass, and this is gonna be super thrilling, and I wish we would be playing more of the real courses out there in the world here in the game. So we're gonna definitely take the chances to be spot on and have some fun when the Players Championship comes back into Golf Clash. For those of you that do want to improve your game, make sure to scan the QR code here on the screen or go directly to patreon.com/golfclashtommy. We do have something for each and every one, and when it comes to tour play, tournament play, and checkpoint challenge. And for us, the biggest focus is to improve your game and making sure that you get the best possible content and service for the money that you spend. We do believe that getting our guides is definitely something that makes you save money, because if you're going to consistently get to the weekend rounds, which we know you will get with our guides, then you're gonna have to either get our guides or you're gonna have to practice yourself, which means that you're gonna spend practice tokens, you're gonna spend balls that you otherwise do not have to do. So in that case, a small investment in a guide is definitely something that could make you save money and still be competitive. If any questions, you can always email support@golfclashtommy.com. Let's do it and crush the TPC Sawgrass in the Players Championship here in Golf Clash. Hole number 5, we are starting with the quarterback and doing an NMT, meaning no move target. So we shall not touch the target until it's time to adjust the rings. 1.8 top spin and 3 left spin. Then we either stay with the win 3 ball or that we are doing a win 4 ball. We can do that as well. Adjust 1 to 1. Once adjusted, we shall then go with half a ball of left curl with just before circle drop. Perfect ball. We're looking to be somewhere around 317 to 322 yards. On the second shot, we are going to use our sniper. We are going to be very close to the min line here, so therefore we do recommend to use a P3 ball as the maximum power. 0.6 top spin. Looking for the top of the yellow ring to be where the rough meets the fairway. Ball guideline just through the hole. The check we are doing is a bottom white ring pin check. Where +7 and +8 for sniper 10, +9 and 10 for sniper 9 is 26% slider, minus 20% elevation, P3 numbers. Perfect ball. We'll then clip the rough, bounce up and roll dead center for the albatross. Hole number 6, here we are going to use our Guardian, and the reason for that is that bouncing on the fairway before the green is gonna give you a very poor bounce. So we're starting with a basic ball to set max backspin. Setting the max backspin with a basic ball allows us to avoid any accidental side spin. Then we're looking to have the second bounce by edge of the green square, 1 green square right of the pin. Adjust is gonna be max +10 P5 numbers. And then we shall look at the wind angle and see, okay, what is this? This looks like somewhere in between the red and the yellow. Overpower is needed here. So we're doing a circle drop. The ball gets past the pin, rolls back, dropping nicely dead center for the hole-in-one. Hole number 7, we are going for green. And what you can see here now, for those that you remember the last time we played this particular hole, was that they did have some trees there on the left hand side. Now they have removed that and also removed the trees that has been by the green and made this one more or less completely open way to the green. I don't know if this has changed due to it being too difficult before, or that the representatives from the TPC Sawgrass have said that it doesn't really look like the hole. It doesn't really matter in the end. This has become much easier than before. Max plus 20 P0 is the adjustment. We are setting up with the bullseye at max P5 rest by the second rough line. Then we are applying spins, and that is based off what wind strength we have. So if we do have a wind that 10.7 like we have here in the video, we are setting 2.2 backspin and 2 left spin. Push up is going to be made also. It's going to be based off the club level that you're using. So a POC 8 shall be pushing up 4.2 rings. Now you can make this a very detailed shot to attack the pin for an hole-in-one by doing different curl tweaks and such. However, though, if you're looking for a safe eagle, the only thing you have to do is to do what's being done in the video, and you can do that in regardless what wind angle you have, and it should be safe for the eagle completely. Hold'em rate is the last par 5 that we are going to play, and it's also going to be the toughest of them all. For those that do remember the last time we played here, there was a lot of trees here, slightly left on the top here of the rough. They have removed that, which has made this to be a much more easier drive. And I think that's a good thing, because the last time we played this once again was very difficult. You had to have the correct speed, you had to have the correct type of direction, otherwise you could be definitely in the shit, and that's not fun to be that way on a long par 5 like this one. Start with QB, P3 max rest, blue ring by the rough line, swap to a POC, and sniper bag. 5.8 top spin and 3 left spin. We do adjust max minus 5% P3 numbers. The intention is to clip the rough and roll out like this to around 345 yards. We're gonna do 2.25 ball left curl with 100% max and a slow needle. Here you don't have to play with a P3 ball. You can play with a P4 and P5 ball as well, but always start with a P3 ball to set up your shot with the quarterback to find a nice max line. Second shot, we are doing 2 backspin and 2 right spin. We are going to look to have the ball guideline 3 green squares short of the hole. The check that we're doing is to be a fringe check, where the fringe meets the green, the bullseye, to be directly below pin. Once we have found the spot, we are going to adjust. The adjustment is going to be 44% slider, no elevation, P3 numbers, and that is for sniper 10 at +3 and +4, and for sniper 9 +5 and +6. We make the adjustment. And we do hit perfect. There we go. The ball bounces nicely on the fairway, goes up towards the pin, dropping nicely for an albatross. Hole number 9, we are going to play with our Saturn. For those of you that do have our guide, can decide if you want to play with Wind 3, Wind 4, or Wind 5 ball. Set all the backspin with the Saturn and half a bar of right spin. Then we're looking to have the blue ring by the fringe/fairway line. Second bounce on the divide line. That is 2.5 green square row left of the pin. Once we have found that spot, we shall adjust max plus 10 P3 numbers. And for 6.8 miles per hour, is 3.9 rings. Once adjusted, we're having a look at the wind angle. So we're going to tweak based off the wind angle and the wind strength. Perfect ball it is. And now we're looking to have the ball to go past the pin and then roll back into the hole for an hole-in-one. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching this playthrough for Expert Division with the qualifying round wind here for the TPC Sawgrass and the Players Championship. Like I said in the beginning, you can use this playthrough even if you play in Pro Division, and you can also use this playthrough if you're playing in opening round in Expert or in weekend round. The reason I say that is because you're playing from the same team, can use the content here as a reference to designing your own shots or just getting yourself a look with the same type of content to get some drops, or at least making sure you're making no mistakes. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I wish you the best of luck in the Players Championship.